The widow of a fit and healthy dad who died of caffeine poisoning after downing too much of his pre-workout drink has paid an emotional tribute to the love of my life. Personal trainer Thomas Anthony Mansfield, 29, was left with lethal levels of caffeine in his blood after miscalculating how much was in his workout supplement. Writing on social media, Susie, who had 2 children with Thomas, that her world has been ripped apart by the tragedy. She said, "My world has been ripped apart and my kids have lost their daddy. I've lost the love of my life." Tom passed away at the hospital. "The family tried so hard but it wasn't enough. He was my whole life. I'll never get over this. You were my life, Tom." Anthony's wife said he rarely drank more than 2 cups of coffee per day. Image, Wales News Service. Thomas ordered a 100 grams packet of caffeine powder to make supplement drinks at his family home. Image, Wales News Service. "I am missing you so much and trying so hard for the kids. Keep it together. I love you more than I could love anyone. I'll always love you." Thomas, who worked as a security guard and a personal trainer, had ordered a packet of caffeine powder from Blackburn Distributions, a UK-based sports supplement. He mixed the powder with water and drank it shortly after it arrived on January 5 last year, an inquest heard at Ruthin County Hall yesterday. The recommended serving displayed on the packet was 60 to 300 milligrams twice per day, Liverpool Echo reports. Thomas, who used a digital scale to measure the powder, started with 2 grams, already several times the maximum serving size. John Gittins, senior coroner for North Wales East and Central, heard that Mr. Mansfield was likely aiming for a mid-range serving when attempting to measure the powder but instead consumed too much of the supplement. In a statement, his widow, Susie, said her late husband was really healthy and would normally drink no more than 2 cups of coffee a day. She said that her husband necked the remainder of the drink after taking a sip and began clutching his chest shortly afterwards before lying down on the Moments later, she saw him frothing at the mouth and ran out of the house in order to seek help from her neighbors and family members who lived nearby. An ambulance arrived on the scene within minutes and the crew used a defibrillator due to the 29-year-old's grossly abnormal heart rhythm as he had gone into cardiac arrest. He was then taken to Easbt Glan Clwyd where resuscitation attempts were eventually stopped at 4 p.m. and he was pronounced dead. A post-mortem revealed lethal levels of caffeine in his blood. Image, Getty Images, iStock photo. Most read. Vladimir Putin says violence will get worse and plans to take over all of Ukraine. Russia-Ukraine war live. Putin lies about resistance as his troops destroy cities. Russian soldier breaks down in tears as Ukrainians feed him and help call his mum. Following a post-mortem examination, a medical cause of death of caffeine toxicity was given as Mr. Mansfield was found to have 392 milligrams of caffeine per liter of blood, the coroner heard. Caffeine toxicity can be caused by levels at 78 milligrams per liter of blood or higher. In his conclusion, Mr. Gittins recorded Mr. Mansfield's death as misadventure due to the unintended result of his own actions in consuming the caffeine powder. Mr. Gittins added that he has since been massively reassured that action has been taken to help prevent similar cases from occurring in the future with this brand of caffeine powder due to the provision of a scoop and an A4 instruction sheet in all new packets. Had these scoops been provided at the time, Mr. Mansfield would likely still be alive today, the coroner said in his conclusion. The instructions and warnings on the caffeine powder packet was not in breach of regulations at the time, the coroner heard. Read more. Girl, 8, accidentally hangs herself while practicing gymnastics in her bedroom. Read more. Brit surfing fan living his dream life in Australia died in skylight fall accident.